How to control carpenter ants. Carpenter ants never ask if they can move in. Carpenter ants are social insects that live in colonies. They are excellent indicators of a moisture problem in a building, so it's very important that you know your enemy and their biology. There are simple steps to carpenter ant control that can maximize your effectiveness and minimize your risk. Carpenter ants are social ants that live in the colonies. They hollow out wood to build their nest. They do not ingest the wood. Carpenter ants are an excellent indicator of moisture problems, and their tunneling in wood and foraging for food and water lead to their pest status. Adults vary in length from about 1/4 of an inch for a minor worker to 1/2 an inch for a major worker, and up to 7/16 of an inch for winged reproductives. Each colony has one functional wingless queen, and she is about 9/16 inches long. It's important to keep the carpenter ant infestation under control. If you want to minimize the carpenter ants in your home, make sure your home is sealed from cracks and crevices that can allow any ant in your home in the first place. Check your weather strippings, windows and screens, and utility entry points. Look for moisture problems. Possibly you have a rain gutter that is pouring too close to the house and the wood is beginning to rot, or that is staying really wet. Remove your harborage areas that ants can hide. You want to pull away any kind of wood storage that's up against the house. Sometimes it's just about mulch or dead trees that are too close to the structure. Do not allow dead trees and rotten wood to surround your property. It is a perfect place for ants to create their galleries in. Keep an investigative eye out for potential problems before they start. Repair and replace the rotten wood or timbers that may be damaged from water. There are a couple of different products that are registered for carpenter ant control. There are carpenter ant baits that are very specific for carpenter ants, and there's typically 2 different variations, whether it's a grit type of bait that has a shrimp base, or a gel that is more like a honeydew, depending on the time of the year that the ants are foraging will determine which they pick up the best. There are boric acid based products that are used and have some success with carpenter ants. You can always dust with a product. Anything like Delta Dust or Dry-On will work. And there's non-repelling insecticide sprays. This would be something like Phantom or Termidor that are fipronil based, that the ants can't sense there's a chemical, so they continue to move through that area. And of course, as I spoke earlier, a gel-based product. Following a regular regime using a combination of prevention, monitoring, and seasonal treatment can keep your home carpenter ant free. We at ePestSolutions are here to help you with all your carpenter ant control needs. Please call us at 1-888-523-7378 or check out our website at www.ePestSolutions.com for all your carpenter ant control needs. How to kill fleas like a professional, presented to you by ePestSolutions.com for all your professional pest control products. It's important to know the enemy. There are over 1,600 species of fleas, but fortunately for us humans, we will only encounter a few. Fleas infest birds, mammals, and are particularly abundant on rodents. The most common species affecting humans is the cat flea. The body of the flea are well adapted for their particular type of life. They're small wingless insects that are flattened from side to side. Adults are brownish black in color, and their legs are long and modified for jumping. An average flea can jump from 7 to 8 inches vertically and 4 to 15 inches horizontally. The female flea can lay 4 to 8 eggs after each blood meal and can lay several hundred eggs during her life. Most eggs are laid on their host, but because there is no glue to hold them in place, they can easily be dropped to the ground or in the bedding to create an infestation. Eggs will typically hatch into larvae in about anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the temperature and humidity. The larvae then will feed on organic material and feces from adult feces for about 8 days. Flea larvae are very active and can be found in the floor cracks, rugs, upholstery, bedding, and furniture, and of course the pet's kennel. Pet bedding should be washed and treated with a product that is labeled specifically for this type of use, such as Precor 2000 or Ultracide. These products both contain an Ultracide and also an insect growth regulator to stop the life cycle. You should also bathe and treat your pets with something like Petcor, which is labeled for pet use. You want to concentrate behind the ears, between their legs, and around the tail where fleas have a tendency to hide. When you're talking about outdoor treatment, you want to treat consistently the areas like your garage porch, the yard, under a carport, under a house, anywhere that's shady and has a high moisture. You want to do this thoroughly, and this will help control your infestation and prevent reinfestation. You won't want to allow your pets or your humans into the area during or after treatment, and it needs to completely dry. Look at such products such as Dragnet, 10 Guard, and even Talstar granules for long-term control. These are all either permethrin products that will work great on fleas. Indoors, you want to first give your house a really good thorough vacuuming. This will help loosen up any of the flea eggs and larvae, and you can dispose of the bag when you're completely done. Pay special attention to all the cracks and crevices, baseboards, any of the tight nooks and crannies where they have a tendency to be hanging out. You'll want to treat the inside of the house typically with an aerosol that works very effective and is easy to apply, something again like Ultracide or Precor 2000. We've helped you with your flea control and infestation problems, but you can always go to www.ePestSolutions.com for more information. We also have a full line of all professional control supplies, sprays, and dust, insect growth regulators. We have some flea guides that will be very specific to the kits. You can call us at 1-888-523-7378. Thank you.